What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron support ask me a damn good question. He basically asked me, where would I rank in the hierarchy of men? Alright, as in compared to Leonardo DiCaprio and Drake, because y'all guys know I always use them as my highest value men. Alright, so he wanted to know, what do I compare to a Leonardo or Drake? Well, guys, I got three main classes of men that I put him in. And this is not talking about the sexual alpha or the all-around alpha or the sexual beta or the pimp or the incel or no shit like that. This is the three main classes of men would be the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class. All right, just like the working class of America. All right, you have your rich, you have your middle class, and you have your lower class. All right, in my opinion, guys, why would I rank myself in that? I would be in the middle class. And the reason why, how I judge these classes, guys, is like this. To be in the upper class, women have to pursue you. In my opinion, you cannot be in that upper class if women do not pursue you. This ain't choosing signals. I'm talking about throw pussy your fucking way. So right now, while I'm live on fucking camera, I'm finna go check my DMs on Instagram. And I'm not gonna say any names or nothing like that. I'm just gonna read the emails, the type of emails that I get on fucking Instagram. Alright, so let me see. Here go one right here. Is telling a woman bless you after she sneezes validation? That's from a dude. Let's see. Yo, AMS, what type of bullshit venue was that? Okay, he was talking about something I posted on there. But I'm just going, so I don't have to keep reading this. Let's see. Dude, another dude. All I see is a bunch of dudes in my fucking DMs. I guarantee you, if I was to look at Leonardo DiCaprio's DMs on Instagram or Drake's DMs on Instagram, I guarantee you probably some dudes in there too, because he has male fans also. But I guarantee you at least half of them would be females offering fucking pussy, guys. And that's the fucking difference. That's why I'm in the middle class, and that's why they're in the upper class. To be in that upper class, women have to pursue you. This ain't choosing signals. This is, I'm ready to fuck right now. You don't gotta raise my interest. We don't gotta do no date. You don't gotta say shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm ready to fuck right now. I don't have it like that. Alright. To be in the middle class, you have to get choosing signals. If you're a guy and women aren't choosing you, then you're not in the middle class. If you're a guy, the only way you can get women is to approach them and cold approach and shit like that, then you're in the lower class. That means you have to do the self-improvement and improve your confidence for women, or your aura about yourself, your sex appeal about yourself, to where you get choosing signals. All right, so you will be in the lower class. Now, I have three main boxes that you have to check to be in that upper class, as into why these guys get pussy thrown their way. So women don't just throw pussy their way just because they throw pussy their way. They get pussy thrown their way because they check the three main boxes, guys. All right, which is going to be sex appeal, money, and status. Okay, guys, sex appeal, money, and status. Now, I check two of these boxes, but I don't check all three. All right, I check, obviously, I make decent money, all right? And you don't got to make crazy money. Just, whatever, good six figures or somewhere up in there, okay? And I have sex appeal, but I don't have status. Now, I have status to you guys, that probably would put me in the upper middle class, but I don't have status with females. So when I go out, I get a bunch of daps from dudes. Now, what does this mean? So what that means, guys, is you have multi-millionaire football players that make $20 million a year, but women don't know who they are. And so That's why I say you have to check all three of these boxes. So let's take a famous football player, right? A famous football player that we know, but women might not necessarily know. So yeah, they gonna know who the Tom Brady's are and shit like that, but they aren't gonna know who's that safety playing for the Baltimore Ravens, all right, that makes $13 million a year. They not gonna know who he is. So he would be in the middle class despite making $13 million a year. See, money can't put you in that. Women aren't gonna throw that guy who plays for Baltimore pussy, even though he makes $13 million a year, and even though he might have sex appeal, he still doesn't have the status. And please understand, guys, every man gets thrown pussy occasionally, right? But like, you can't, if you get thrown pussy twice a year, you can't. Come on, guys, cut me a break now. If you get pussy thrown your way twice a year, we all get lucky. We all going to McDonald's and have that girl who's tripping over herself to throw us some pussy. We all get lucky. Like they say, the sun shines on the dog ass every now and then, baby. We all get lucky every now and then where we like, God damn, this bitch all on my dick. That's not what I'm talking about. To be in that upper class, guys, those guys get pussy thrown all day, every day, pretty much. Do y'all guys grasp what I'm saying? So money can't put you in that upper class, and sex appeal can't just put you in the upper class. Now, here's the thing. You can have some guys who have the status and the money, but they don't have the sex appeal. Y'all remember that special Chris Rock said, I just don't bring it out of him, and he didn't know what it was. He was like, you know, women see Denzel and they be like, I want to fuck him, but he was like, I just don't bring it out of him. He said, like, when women see him, they think, you know, Chris Rock could pay my college bill. And well, he didn't know what was missing. I'm gonna tell him what was missing. He didn't have sex appeal. See, Chris Rock doesn't have sex appeal. That's what was missing. So he has status and he's famous, and a lot of women know who he is, and he has money. But the reason why women just don't throw pussy his way is because he doesn't have sex appeal. Now, sex appeal has nothing to do with looks, guys. Nothing. It has nothing to do with looks. Notorious Biggie, he had sex appeal, and he was 400 fucking pounds. All right? Sex appeal is a sexual charisma that you have combined with confidence. Now, as I tell you guys, you have three type of charismas. You have the entertainment charisma, that, you know, somebody who's good at say like on YouTube. You have somebody that has the friend charisma, where they're good at making friends, and you have somebody that has the sexual charisma, which means they're good with women. But you rarely have somebody that have all three of the charisma. Somebody that puts me in the mindset that they have all three of these charismas is The Rock. He looks to me, I don't know the guy personally, but he looks like he makes friends easy, or he could if he wants to. He obviously is good at entertaining, and he looks like, you know, and I don't know the guy, but he looks like has sexual charisma to me. But that's rare that a person has all three charisma. Me, myself, I have two of them. I'm good. I have sexual charisma and I have the entertainment charisma, but I don't make friends easy because I don't even try. I don't trust motherfuckers. But regardless of why, I don't make friends easy. The friend charisma guys, any of y'all know those people at school or whatever, they always just made friends real easy, and you just like, I don't know how this motherfucker make friends that easy. That motherfucker, everybody like the motherfucker. Everybody like the motherfucker. You just like, man, you got friends. That motherfucker just got friends every fucking. What motherfucker got 1,000 friends? That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, but getting back to my point, guys, that's what I would rank myself. I would put myself in that middle class because I don't have the status. I have the sexual charisma and I have the finances, but I don't have the status. To me, to be in that top box, you have to have all three. All right. To be in the middle class, you have to have two of the three. And if you don't have two of the three, that's why the guys who are in the lower class, that's why they have to cold approach. And what is going to be usually the one that the guys in the lower class might have, but they don't have the other two. They will have the money. A lot of them will have their shit together. Some of them don't even have that. But for the ones that do have that, They will have the money, but they don't have the sexual charisma, and they won't have the status. Do y'all guys get that? So that's the thing. That some of them don't have that. Some of them, and see, that's when you become an incel. When you don't check none of the boxes. If y'all guys go and look at some of the guys who make some of those incel videos on YouTube, they don't have the sexual charisma. They obviously don't have no status. And then on top of that, you make 10 grand a year. Oh yes, you ain't gonna get no fucking ass unless you buying prostitutes. And that's when y'all guys see a motherfucker enter that incel status. All right, I'm not even bringing this into the lower class. To me is like the guys who get some booty every now and then after they done took a girl on 8 dates and all this other shit or whatever, and they're a good beta male provider. That's the guys that I'll put into the lower class. And before any of you guys think I'm talking down on any of you guys, I believe everybody can move up. I honestly believe that everybody can move up. Now, status is going to be the hardest thing to get. Is obviously the hardest thing to get, because that's one of those things that's just like luck of the draw, right? To become like a famous guy. You could be rich, you could play football. Listen, let's say a guy who's on the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers or the Minnesota Timberwolves that makes, I don't know, 13 million a year or something like this. He's rich, but he doesn't have status. I guarantee you women aren't just throwing pussy his fucking way. Do y'all guys grasp that? So money won't put you there. Playing professional sports won't put you there. It's a certain status. Now, granted, he'll probably be just like me. He'll be in the upper middle class. Like, see, like with me, I'll get more choosing signals than the average guy in the choosing signal type thing in the middle class, right? And that's what the guy who makes $13 million that plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves, he'll probably get more choosing signals than the average guy, because he's probably gonna have a very nice car. He's probably going to be very fit. He's playing fucking sports, right? So he'll probably get, more choosing signals than the average guy in the middle class. But nonetheless, you're still not getting women who are just throwing pussy your way. That's the difference. Women don't throw pussy my fucking way. I don't have DMs filled up with women saying, hey, can I come see you this weekend? I don't have that. So that's why I would put myself in the middle class. All right, guys, so that's what AMS ranks itself in the hierarchy. I would put, and just for full disclosure, guys, that upper class, that's what the alpha male was really meant for. A lot of you guys don't know that. That's what the alpha male was meant for. The word alpha male has been severely watered down. All right, and it was, the alpha male was primarily the guy that women pursued. Y'all guys know that guy at your school. Maybe he was the quarterback of the football team. Maybe he was the fucking head thug of the school. I don't fucking know. Well, women, just pursue, throw pussy's way. He ain't have to do that. That was the alpha male. Now we just live in a culture where everybody's an alpha male. If you got a bald head, you're an alpha male. If you got a job, you're an alpha male. In actuality, and even me, because that's kind of unattainable for most guys to aspire to, but that was the alpha male. The alpha male was the guy that everybody kind of looked up to in town or in school or at the job or whatever. That was the alpha male. But it's been kind of watered down now, where if you lift weights, you're an alpha male. Okay, and even me, because I know that's unattainable, I say an alpha male is somebody who just has an abundance mindset. But really, that was not what the alpha male was meant for. The alpha male was meant to be the top dog. The top dog that women pursued, that everybody kind of looked up to. It really had nothing to do with like finances or nothing like that. It was the person that everybody kind of like looked up to. Like this was the most popular motherfucker. This motherfucker had the most status. It had nothing to do with, oh, he had his own business, and no, that had nothing to do with what an alpha male was. The one that everybody looked up to. He was the most popular motherfucker. He had the most friends. All the girls wanted to go out with him, and he had to pick and choose of who he wanted to sleep with and who he wanted to hang out with. That was the word, where the word alpha male came from, and it's been watered down now to where if you got a job and a car, you're an alpha male. But that's not where it was originally meant to be. It was meant to be the top dog. Okay, guys? All right. I'll get back with you guys later. What's up, fellas? So this was me at Massage Envy in New York. That's me laying on the table right there. Got a tightness going up my TFL and cause pain. The reason I want to show y'all this is I had been ignoring this pain. Is a tightness in my TFL. Any of y'all guys don't know what a TFL, just Google it. But it's a muscle. It's a hip flexor muscle. And the thing is, I ignored it and I wasn't doing my stretches and shit. And I wasn't prioritizing it. And now the shit is like hurting and shit. And so I just want to make sure I point out to you guys to make sure you're taking care of yourself, man. Make sure your health is first. I'm not dying or anything. It's just a muscle tightness that's causing some pain. So it's not like I'm getting heart surgery or nothing like that. But I want to make sure y'all guys put your health first. I was not doing my stretches and prioritizing my stretches and shit. And now fucking the pain is shooting up my legs. So just make sure y'all prioritize your health. Don't be a jackass like me. But I came to check out that movie, guys, 1917. Y'all, I like all the war movies and shit like that. I was with my New York chick, my girl in New York, and we just came and checked out the movie. I liked it. It didn't have, enough people didn't get their brains blowed out. But I still like the movie. Make sure y'all go and check it out if you like war movies and shit like that. It was very well written and very well directed and shit like that. So make sure you go check it out. Support the war movies and shit like that. But that's pretty much all I did when I went back to New York, guys.
What's up, fellas? So I got some real talk today. Had a patron supporter that says he can't find his purpose and he don't want to work a job he don't like. Yeah, you heard that right. I said he can't find his purpose and he don't want to work a job he don't like. Boo fucking who? Let me tell you guys something, man. And I know a lot of you guys young. And the thing is, I remember when I was young and I remember my parents and them telling me back then, you better be happy you're a child because being an adult ain't all what it cracked up to be. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know the fuck they talking about now. When you were young, you go to school and it was shit about, no matter what aspect in life you had, it's some bullshit with every aspect of your life. When you was a child, it was some fucking bullshit you had to deal with, bullying and all this other bullshit. You had to deal with teachers that didn't like you, or you had to deal with not making. So every aspect of life, even when you was a child, it went all fucking sun and roses. I remember having to deal with bullies and shit like this right here. Motherfucker who done been left back 3 fucking times. You fucking 9, his ass fucking 13, and he fucking with you and shit like that. So it's every aspect, and no part of life is perfect. None. You had to deal with making friends as a child, and now you have to deal with paying bills as a grown-up. You don't care about making no friends now, and obviously you're a grown-ass man. I hope ain't nobody fucking bullying your ass, all right? If somebody is bullying your ass, man, you know what? If somebody bullying your ass, I'll call the fucking police. I ain't fighting your motherfucker. I'll tell you what, fight these blue suits, motherfucker. Fight these goddamn copper shields, motherfucker. I'll call the police and sign harassment on your ass so many goddamn times. You be scared to look at me. If somebody harassing your ass, every time motherfucker look, I call police, motherfucker harass, he looked at me wrong. Well, sir, you can't. Well, I thought that was well, next time I know. Every time you blink at me wrong, motherfucker, I be calling the fucking police. Shit. But anyway, is every aspect of life that you just not gonna like. Alright? As an adult, guys, if you can't find your fucking purpose, you might end up having to work a job you don't fucking like. But before I even get to that, let me get to this fucking point. Well, let me go and finish that. Y'all know I don't remember to come back to shit I ever say I'm gonna come back to. When I say, well, let me get back to that point, then I never come back fucking to it. Y'all guys know that fucking shit. So I better finish that fucking point first. It's gonna be parts of everything, guys, of life that you just don't fucking enjoy. It ain't about what you fucking like. Y'all guys know why fat people fat? And let me be a little bit more sensitive. Y'all know why overweight people are overweight? That's how that sounds. I can't fat shame. There's overweight people. You know why they overweight? Because they don't like to eat healthy and go to the fucking gym. So what's the consequences of that? You have an overweight person. You know why poor people are poor? And I said poor. I ain't say broke, because I know how everybody all sensitive and he think he better than everybody now. Bitch, shut the fuck up. The reason poor people are poor is because poor people aren't willing to make sacrifices.
You know how I know? Because I was one of the poor motherfuckers. And I stayed poor until I learned to make fucking sacrifices. What are the fucking sacrifices? That means that your life might be a fucking shithole for 2 fucking years until you get whatever you're trying to get till you can improve yourself. That's what it means. That means that when I went from being poor to making some money, when I became a trainer at the gym, for about a good, at least a solid year, my life was shit as in far as having a personal life. Poor people aren't willing to make that sacrifice. And when I say that, guys, it wasn't about, oh, you gotta have a balance. I had no fucking balance. I used to fall asleep on the train and miss my fucking stops. I remember one time I came home, I was so fucking tired at the gym. I tried to cook my food for the next day and shit. All right, because I ain't have a lot of money till I built up some clientele. So when I first started the gym, I had to come home and cook my food because I couldn't afford to eat out in the city all the fucking time. Fucking Chipotle and Subway with they fucking $15 Subways, $5 subs my ass. Where the fucking $5 subs at? Somebody write in the fucking comments so I see where a fucking $5 sub, cause I still ain't found a $5 sub in Subway yet. They always holler, $5 sub, $5 sub. I ain't seen a $5 sub in Subway yet. Every time I go in there, I'm some $5 sub. By the time that bitch ran that shit up, it's $12. But anyway, I couldn't afford to eat out in the city like that, right? So when I would go home and it would be late because I had evening clients, what I would do is I had to cook my food 10, 11 o'clock at night and had to be right back up at 4 to go to the city and train my clients in the fucking morning, right? I mean, one time I almost fell asleep and rep when I was, I don't know, something just woke my ass up. God said, motherfucker, get your ass up or something. And the smoke coming all up from the goddamn pan and shit, because I done dozed off and shit. That fucking tired. I did what the fuck I had to do. I ain't crying, complain. So the point I'm telling you guys is, no matter what you do, life is serious. So you can get out this, once you pass by, just depending, right? If you got some good parents, you probably can go good to like 21, 22, right? But most parents, once you get 21, 22, man, it's time to buckle up. And if you live at home, they'll make you wish you wasn't. You won't have no fucking privacy. There ain't gonna be no goddamn ass up in this motherfucker. Unless you sneaking them in like a fucking 8th grader or some shit. So they kind of make you want to get your own shit, even if you thinking that you gonna stay there for fucking ever. But life get real, guys. Life get real. You have to make sacrifices. Overweight people are overweight because they aren't willing to make sacrifices. I would love to eat Haagen-Dazs and fucking French fries every fucking day. I can't. I make sacrifices and eat a fucking salad because I know that's not how I want to fucking look. I would love to do that. I love sweets, just like every motherfucking body else. I love fried calamari. I don't do it because I know I want to look a certain way. Today is Wednesday. I would love to just go to one of my favorite restaurants and go to town on the fucking menu. I know I can't do that. If you poor right now, you work a job, and then instead of self-improving yourself, and for all you motherfuckers come with all these excuses, because you know everybody got fucking excuses, right? Motherfucker, you got time to improve yourself. Don't give me that fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna say this also. If you somebody that say you don't have time because you have kids, then deal with your fucking consequences. This like a guy on fucking death row crying and complaining that he can't better himself because he on fucking death row. Motherfucker, you done killed people. Motherfucker, you done bust nuts and put your life in that situation. Deal with it. So if you're somebody who can't improve yourself or go to school because you got kids or whatever, then deal with it. Life is about choices. If you make the wrong choices, it can have an impact on the rest of your fucking life. So deal with it. So if you commit a crime and when you was 21 and you having a hard time getting a job, motherfucker, deal with it. I don't deal with excuses over here. I'm dealing with reality. I don't deal with excuses and woe is me and all this other bullshit. I don't do that over here, guys. I don't do woe is me and life ain't fair. Get the fuck out of here with all that bullshit. Life is what you fucking make it. And even if you're somebody who do got kids, I am convinced that if you really wanted to and you really was willing to make the sacrifice, you still could self-improve. When I say self-improve, I mean go to school or get an education. I don't give a fuck if it's an online class. I don't give a fuck what it is. I still think you can improve yourself if you fucking really wanted to. Most people aren't willing to make that sacrifice. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? How the fuck y'all guys think I wrote 3 books that fast? A ghost wrote them for me while I was goddamn on the beach. No, I made fucking sacrifices, motherfucker. That's how I fucking wrote them. Ain't working on a fourth, motherfucker. I don't sit around crying and going, I gotta make videos and write books. Motherfucker, make the shit happen. Either you want to make the sacrifices or you fucking don't. So the thing is right this here, guys, a lot of you guys probably won't even find your purpose in life. Probably won't. I'm just being honest about that shit. And even if you find your purpose, it's gonna be shit about your fucking purpose that you don't like. I'm telling you that shit now. When I was a trainer at the gym, it was shit about that shit that I didn't like. I liked about 75% of it and hated about 25% of it. That's the thing with finding your purpose in life. When you find your purpose in life, you love about 75% of it and you hate about 25% of it. When you're doing a job you don't like, you probably like about 25% of it and you hate 75% of it. Now some of you got real bad jobs where you might hate all of it, but by and large, every job you usually like some about it. If it ain't nothing but the fucking paycheck or working the day shift or it's a bunch of bitches work here, it's usually something about the fucking job that you like. So it's usually about, like, even as a bouncer, I hated the fucking job, but I did like about 25% of it. I would get $100 tip every now and then if somebody, just if I did something simple or like took them to a table or something like that. I wasn't cleaning horse shit all fucking day. I was able to stand up in a suit and listening to fucking pop music. So I always say, okay, it could be worse. All right. So, but as a trainer in the job, at a trainer at the gym, I used to hate getting up at 4 o'clock to go to the city to train my first client at 6. And sometimes your clients are being bad fucking moves. And it was shit about that I didn't like. It's shit about this I don't fucking like. All right, any Tom, Dick, and Harry, if you're on YouTube, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just pull out their fucking camera, make a video talking about your ass, put your name in the title, and you just gotta eat that fucking bullshit. You just gotta eat it. Right now, I can make a video about any YouTuber, put their name in the video, be complete bullshit, and they just gotta take it. Unless they dumb enough to respond, which is even worse. Which is even worse. On YouTube, YouTube is different from the real world, right? In the real world, you show strength by responding. On YouTube, that's actually showing weakness. You actually show strength on YouTube by ignoring it. All right, that's something. Any of you guys interested in YouTube and you ever become big, you have to ignore the chatter and shit like that. But anyway, guys, your purpose cannot save you if you're not happy in life. You have to be happy. Now, why some of you guys can't find happiness in life? You keep comparing yourself to others. Stop worrying about what this guy got, that guy got. Don't worry about that. Worry about your fucking self. And you know why a lot of you guys aren't happy when you compare yourself with others? Because you're ungrateful for what you do have. You're ungrateful for what you are, what you already have. You worried about, well, you don't got this and you don't got that. If you got a shit job, be thankful that you even have a fucking job. First and foremost, I want you to strive for more, but then you just gotta think to yourself, yeah, but man, it's probably somebody who don't even have no fucking job. At least I have a job. See, y'all guys take advantage for things that are small, that y'all just take for granted, but y'all don't even, give thanks to small things like your health. I shouldn't say small things, but things like your health. Your health. If you got your health, man, I was listening to a song by Rick Ross, and Rick Ross said, I give all this money back for my health. He said, what's all this money if you shitting on yourself? And that shit is so true, man. Y'all guys take advantage of, y'all worry about this materialistic thing, that materialistic thing, but yet you got 2 eyes, you got both of your legs where you can fucking walk. You ain't in and out of the hospital every fucking day doing dialysis and shit like that right there, and yet you complaining. Because you just take it for granted. But I'm here to tell you guys, y'all have a lot to be thankful for. Stop comparing yourself to others. Worry about what you do have. And if you don't find your purpose, work your job, develop your skill in your spare time. Life is not always going to be happy, guys. I'm quite sure plumbers and electricians don't know. Some of them don't feel like this is their purpose in life, but it's a fucking job and it's a high paying job. And be content of that. If something comes about, see, your purpose has to find you, guys. It's just because it's one of those things, guys, well, you just go on in life and it'll be something that You never even thought, oh man, it just, so you just have to live your life and it'll find you when it's time to find you. If you lucky to ever find it. Some people never find their purpose, just like they never find love. A lot of you guys never have found love in your life. You might have been with a girl, you kind of like the bitch a little bit, but you weren't in love. How I know you weren't, listen, if y'all broke up and you ain't think about killing that bitch, you weren't in love. I'm telling you, you might have liked that bitch a little bit, but if you ain't think about, because I done had girls that I thought I cared about a little bit, but when you broke up with them, you kind of like, you be down for 2 weeks, but that ain't love. Love is have your ass think about being on the first 48. That's love. That's that real shit. And if you ain't, love will make you lose all your masculinity, all your masculine frame to get that bitch back. You'll find yourself texting this girl, trying to plead with this goddamn girl for her to come back. That's love. Now, I don't want none of you guys doing that because now y'all guys found me and y'all guys know that shit never fucking worked. But as before all this YouTube shit, all us old school guys thought that we could convince a girl that if we just tell her how much we miss her and love her, she'll come back. We now know that's bullshit. Y'all guys know not to do that. The guys in my generation, we always like Lenny Williams. Any of y'all guys listen to that fucking song, Lenny Williams, where he fucking begging and pleading this woman on this damn song for about 10 minutes, begging and crying for goddamn 10 minutes on a song? That's how all the guys in my generation thought. We thought that, if I just tell her how much I miss her and how much she meant to me, she'll come back. We know now that's bullshit. She only look at you, this weak motherfucker. You can't get no other bitches. So we know not to do that now, but that's love. And so some of you guys just have to understand this right here. And I know some of you are young. Life is not all about being happy all the fucking time. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck. Listen, man, I don't give a fuck what image these celebrities portray on TV. Every time you see them on Instagram, they fake as hell. Fake as hell. I'm not saying they not happy, but they just make it seem like their life is one big ball of fun. Most of them work like dogs, guys. Now, they probably love what they do, but every time you see them, they don't show you when they fucking in that studio working 16 hours a day, living in the studio for 6 months, 7 months to get an album out. All you see is them wearing diamonds, sending a Bugatti, and you just think that that's their life. They don't show you the shit that it took to get that. And that's what got a lot of you guys unhappy, this social media shit, because you look at that shit and you think that that's what all life about. They don't show you all them 100-hour weeks they put in to get that shit. They just show you the end result. And that's why a lot of you guys unhappy. Stop comparing yourself to what you see on Instagram. Dan Blazerian probably ain't fucking 90% of those girls he with. You don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he ain't. You don't know. But that's an image that you look, and if you look at that, it can make you feel depressed because you like, he got so much and I don't have shit. And most of those motherfuckers are fakes. Most of them are fake with fake jewelry, rented cars, leased cars. Most of them don't make the money that they portray that they make. Look, the motherfucker Shotty, he was head of a record company with a multi-platinum artist, and when he went to jail, he had 60 grand in the fucking bank. But every time you saw him on Instagram, he's stunned like they making so much fucking money. This motherfucker had 60 grand in the fucking bank when he fucking got caught. You see the fucking bullshit I'm talking about? That's the fucking bullshit. Most of what you see is a fucking facade. So stop comparing yourself to others, because it ain't what it appears. Alright, guys? And your purpose can't save you if you don't understand that aspect. Because you know what? You're going to get on your fucking purpose and you still going to be fucking unhappy. Because you still going to be comparing yourself to what this guy doing, what that guy doing, instead of being thankful for what you fucking have. Which is your health. Which is always the most valuable thing that you always going to have, guys. Your fucking health. Alright, guys. So I just want to put that out there, guys. Life ain't gonna all be a fucking bag of roses where you just happy every day, smiling every day. No matter even if you find your purpose, it's gonna be days that it's gonna be shit about that get on your fucking nerves. If you think I'm lying, ask any guys on here that have found their purpose in life and tell you, and watch them, they tell you, yes, it's bullshit I deal with some days that I don't want to fucking deal with. So even if you're doing something you love, it's still gonna be bullshit. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later. So this was me back at the airport, guys, headed back to Atlanta. Had a good time in New York, but ready to get back to Atlanta. And as y'all guys seen on my laptop there, that's me working on my 4th book. As in, like I told y'all guys, I hope y'all working on y'all goals for 2020, man. Stay progressing. Don't get stagnant. Don't think you accomplished all your goals yet. And this was me, guys, Friday night after I got back home. And my number one thing I teach you guys, learn how to, chill alone and shit. Friday night, I just watched the Lakers game, the Lakers versus Dallas game. I didn't even go out. So when I tell y'all guys to learn how to, be alone and all that shit, it doesn't always talk about just going out by yourself. Sometimes y'all guys gotta learn how to sit your ass at the house with a glass of wine and just chill and watch one of your programs or something. Some of you guys can't do nothing, and this is why you lost. Because if you don't learn how to enjoy your own company, guys, if you always got to have friends or females, then you always gonna make yourself, weak to people, because you always need validation from people. You always need that. I want you guys to have friends, and I want you guys to have bitches, but I want y'all guys also to learn how to live your life where you don't have